not as easy as just like it's not as easy as just being able to just drop everything and say like, okay, I'm gonna go and work this out for myself. I mean, for me, obviously, I felt like it was a little more ideal because I was like in a transitional period in my life and where I was like almost where I felt like I could be independent enough to like maybe it wouldn't affect my family so much, but to where like I was also not in a concrete place in my life to where I either had to go to high school or I had to go to college, or like it was like right in between to like where I could take the gap year and like it wouldn't affect my family. But I mean, when you look at other people's situations, whether you have families, you have parents, you have kids. I mean, if you have kids, I mean, what are they going to do? They're still in school. Are you saying that people should just like leave their education and go to a place that they don't even know and like work that out just because of the fact that you want them to, because you don't want them there? Like, no, that should not be the justification for it. I mean, but even then with like Colombia, then at least you have a date, you have like an ultimate goal, like like, okay, April 1st, like I'm gonna know. Like with this, like I assumed it was gonna be 2 to 3 weeks, but then like after, like I would email them after, and they'd be like, okay, like 1 more week, 2 more weeks. So it was like where it wasn't even to where I could settle down and like do something like with myself to, like in the meantime, it was always just like, okay, well, I don't want to get a job, or I don't want to like take a class here because I don't know when I'm gonna be done. Like I don't know when I'm gonna leave. So I'd been waiting since like July. I remember it was a Tuesday evening. I remember getting an email from the USCIS like saying that my pardon had been processed and I was approved to get a visa, and that I could go pick it up as soon as possible. I remember I called my mom. And, yeah, and I think I was just like, I'm going on a bus tomorrow up to Juarez. When I was younger, I remember like my family and we didn't really have much. I remember my parents and I would walk around like our apartment complex, and I'd be going to dumpsters like with a hanger, like looking for toys and everything. Just looking for things to play with, like things that we could use in the house. So it's like, I don't know, to come from that to like being able to come to an Ivy League school, it's just like the biggest thing. It's almost, you come from, I don't know, it's almost like the American dream, like as they say, I guess,